After trying for a couple of weeks, here it is. After website crash after website crash, had my mother and my brother trying to buy this darn thing. Here it is, the Xbox Series X. As most people know, the pre-orders were sold out. And after the pre-orders sold out, then you couldn't buy it after that, and then was in and out of stocks. Websites were crashing. So I couldn't believe this when we got it just before Thanksgiving from Walmart. So it's the Xbox Series X, 4K resolution, 120 frames per second, has the 1 terabyte SSD. Very carefully take that packing slip off of there. Alright, that is the side of the box. Alright, here on the back of the box we got Master Chief, Power Your Dreams. That preview or that commercial was pretty sweet when they came out with that. So it just says it's fast and powerful, has a velocity architecture, plays thousands of games across all 4 generations of Xbox, and then an ad for Game Pass. So we got another sticky on the other side of the box here. I'm going to take that off real quick. Alright, so same thing, has 4K gaming up to 120 frames per second. It's got 8K HDR, the Xbox Velocity architecture. It's got 1 terabyte SSD drive. It's got variable rate refresh, so it syncs up with your monitor better. It's got 4K Blu-ray. And then inside we got the Xbox, a controller, HDMI cable, and of course the Xbox has Wi-Fi. The Xbox has Dolby Vision Atmos, so yeah, check that out on like a 3D soundbar. Yeah, the bottom of the box just has some warnings and some detailed information. Gotta take off these final 2 plastics. Okay, we got the plastic off. Alright, here we go. Let's open the box. Alright, there's a big foam piece in the box here. Take the foam off. Alright, Power Your Dreams. Pop the cardboard off of here. Or let's just pull it out of the box. This thing's pretty hefty. Not exactly sure how much this weighs, but it's definitely a solid Xbox. Alright, we got a support guide in here. Shows you how to put the battery in the controller and connect your Xbox controller to your Xbox by clicking the connect button. And on the other side, it tells you to download the Xbox app. Then it shows you all the different ports here. So you've got 2 USBs, an Ethernet port, a power plug, HDMI, and a storage expansion slot. Alright, so nothing more in that section. Okay, so this section, okay, we got the Xbox controller. Alright, there we are, the new Xbox Series X controller with the new D-pad. Very similar to the old one. And a pair of handy dandy Duracell batteries. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything else over there. Got your ultra high speed HDMI cable. Have your power cable. Okay, we got our product guide and our warranty. Take this box out. So now let's take a look at the main event. Alright, let's open this guy up. Unclip the clip. Okay, then rotate it to the other side. There's some tape on the other side. Let's take that tape off there. And there we are. Alright, this thing's pretty slick. Nice, I guess, matted finish. It's got a USB in the front, connector button there, Xbox button, turn it on. You got your button to eject your disc. Other side, same black matted finish with the Xbox logo. And the bottom's got 4 feet. And the bottom of the Xbox says, "Hello from Seattle. Xbox." Pretty neat. You see the little holes and it turns green, and then you can see the big fan after that. Alright, there's the back of the box to plug in all your ports. Got your 2 USB 3.0s, Ethernet cable slot, power slot, HDMI out, and your storage expansion port. Got a little hole up here, maybe for ventilation. Let's plug this guy in. Let's plug the power cable in. Let's plug the HDMI out in. Okay, that's in. Put the batteries in the controller. Alright, batteries in. Cover's on, and we're good to go. Alright, before we plug it into the TV, let's take a quick look at the Xbox Series X controller versus the Xbox One controller. They're very similar, except for you can see the D-pad was upgraded, and now there's a share button. It's got some texturing on the triggers now too. And the triggers seem to be a little heavier on the Series X controller. Beyond that, everything else looks mostly the same. Also, before we plug it into the TV, let's take a quick look at the Xbox One S versus the Xbox Series X. As you can see, the Xbox Series X is not as wide, but quite a bit taller. Let's take a look at the front of both of these. So there they are laying down if you want to imagine them in your cabinet. And here they are standing up, and here they are standing up side by side. So here's a comparison of the Xbox Series X and the original Xbox One. The Xbox Series X actually looks smaller in comparison to the original Xbox One, unlike the Xbox One S. Let's look at them on their side. Alright, there's the comparison of the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One on its side. The Xbox Series X is still heavier than the Xbox One. I will miss the Connect port from the original Xbox and the HDMI in for recording TV. Alright, we got her plugged in. HDMI plugged in. Power on the Xbox. Alright, set up with Xbox app. Hitting the connect button on the Xbox Series X. On the controller. Alright, controller's connecting. Skip that. English. United States. Choose a connection. Hopefully it has WIPS. For real. Trying to connect. The Wi-Fi seems to not have as good as a signal as the original Xbox. It's all good. The console is now connected to the internet. What variety of English? United States. Checking our connection again. I wonder if the Wi-Fi is better when it stands up. Oh, it's connected. I feel like I entered the United States multiple times here.
Yeah, you did.
Alright, now it's checking for updates. One day we will start the console. Right, first time I tried the update failed. However, let's start the update. Speed through the rest of the setup with your Xbox mobile app. So the Wi-Fi was really bad, but now that we're plugged into the internet with Ethernet cord, it's downloading nice and fast. Okay, now it's verifying. Alright, verification's complete. Alright, the Xbox restarted. Alright, hey. Let's update your controller. Alright, so it wants to update the controller. Keep the controller motionless and turned on. I will try not to move while I'm holding the controller.
There should have been a warning. Put controller down.
Yeah.
Press A.
Alright, we did it. Next you'll sign in with a Microsoft account. If you don't have one or want to start fresh, make it now as you set up your Xbox profile. Already have a gamer tag? Sign in using your Microsoft account for that profile. How we use your data? We collect required diagnostics and other data necessary to keep your console safe, secure, and up to date, and performing as expected. Alright, help Xbox experience become better. Send optional data or say no thanks when we share data with publishers. Hey, we found all the system settings and preferences from your last Xbox. These are different than the ones we collected in the Xbox app. You can change them later. Want to apply them? Yes, apply the settings. How do you want to sign in? Be ready. Use instant sign in. Be ready to play as soon as this Xbox is turned on. Only one person can use instant sign in, or link the controller you're holding to your profile and we'll sign you into the Xbox as soon as the controller is turned on. Only one person per controller. Yes, let's use instant sign in. Okay, discover your next favorite game with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. 3 months for $1. Let's just skip that for now. Find the best settings for your TV. It looks like your display supports advanced video features. Let's enable them to make sure your Xbox looks great. Continue. Keeps these settings. If you can see this, then you're good to go. done setting up the Xbox. Time to play. Take me home. Xbox! Alright. It looks just like the Xbox menu from before. Everything's synced.
Yeah.
Alright, we got the Xbox up and running. So everything's looking just like it looked on the old Xbox. All the games we had before are here for download. Yesterday when I set up the Xbox, it said I could use 4K on this 4K TV. Today it's saying I can't use 4K. Not exactly sure what's going on. Also, the Wi-Fi is basically non-existent. So the one good thing that is working is the load times. If anyone's played this Dragon Ball FighterZ game before, you'll know that the load times are like ridiculous for this game. So this used to take like, I don't know, a couple minutes to load each map, but now it's instant. Alright, let's take a look at another game. Okay, so KI. And KI has the same problems it has on the original Xbox One. So I got the full game, but for whatever reason, everything's locked still. So overall, I'm happy that everything's loading faster, especially for Dragon Ball Z fighters. I am a little annoyed about the Wi-Fi not working and then the 4K not working either. Not sure if the 4K is just the TV's issue, but it worked the first day, so I guess we'll see. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a comment below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.